Hi everybody, this is Robbie here from the Web Shack, and in this video I'm just going to quickly run through the difference between having a business website and a standard website. I'm just going to give you a few examples. So basically a standard website is more for like SMEs, like small to medium sized businesses, or more small startup type businesses, and basically that's where you build a quote, and we'll just build you a decent website with contact forms and e-commerce, all that kind of stuff. But then now the difference is a business website is more like, so we use templates, we do make custom websites as well, a whole lot of stuff, but we just pay more attention to like the CI and the layout, and more customizing the layout to suit your CI. And then what we also do is there's a whole lot of other things, like we connect to your CRM system. We do a whole lot of other marketing or automations, like connecting to Mailchimp, connecting to all the different platforms that you could have regarding email. Also, like connecting to HubSpot, all that kind of stuff. Your ERP system, for example, we can connect to that. And then we have this other thing that we call dynamic forms, where we can create surveys, we can create calculating dynamic forms, where we can actually someone can fill out all different types of information, and then it can spit out an answer. We have regarding those dynamic forms, if you look through our business page, you'll see lots of different things, like logic with the form. So if I choose a certain thing, then it'll spit out a whole lot of different categories and drop downs and so on related to what I've chosen. So you can have a whole massive dynamic form. What we can also do with these forms is we can have what we call a quoting system. Basically, you can see on the WebShack website, you can see our quoting system, where you can choose whatever you choose. Will spit out at the bottom of the form will spit out a price, and then when you click get quotation, it sends you a quote. It sends you the user quote. Also, the nice thing about it is we can also connect it to a payment gateway, so you can actually make payments through a form. E-commerce as well, very powerful. We can build custom using dynamic forms. We can build custom fields for products. So instead of just having certain variations, you can have other information, like if you want to just grab other information from the user. And there's a whole bunch of things. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give you a few examples of business websites that we have built. And then then at least you have an idea of the difference. Okay, so I mean, standard websites are amazing as well if you're a small business and you're looking to just get something online, even e-commerce, even all the other nice things. This one's just more integration and more of a custom feel to more for your business. So let me jump in. Okay, so now I've got the my screen open, and okay, this is basically the WebShack website. And then what I'm going to do is, so obviously if you're looking for more of a standard website, obviously it's more affordable. What you do is you just click on website design, and then over here get a professional build of your website from 9,001 off. So what you do is, it's quite nice. This is part of actually business websites. We build stuff like this. Okay, that's a special we're running, so you can take a look at that as well. Over here, drop down, I've got website design, e-commerce, and then you just go through it. So if I choose e-commerce, this is basically a logic type form, because when I chose e-commerce, it brought up a certain thing for a certain drop down based on e-commerce. And over here, I've got number of products, need a payment gateway, and so on. But if I chose website design, the cart stuff just disappeared. Okay, so it's quite a nice form, but this is just to give you an idea of a dynamic form. Okay. Okay, so what we got here, this is another website we built. This, you can see, is more of a custom website. So what we did is, I always believe in templates because I feel like they're always up to date with all the new technology and all that kind of stuff. Problem with straight custom is it gets outdated quickly. So I think if I think you kind of understand where I'm going with this. We build our websites on very popular themes and templates that are popular in the industry, and there's big companies running these templates. So I mean, it's quite hard to kind of to beat that, So it's quite hard to build a custom website, which is going to be really expensive to try and take on a theme that's been running and been updated for 10, 20 years. Okay, so that's kind of the vibe. Okay, so this is built on a template, but we customize it quite a lot. This is very much custom towards what at Horror wanted. Okay, so I mean, it's quite a nice looking website. We've got the video here. They wanted nice rollovers, so stuff like that. These icons they wanted specifically. These these bounce out and so on. So it's kind of just their kind of vibe. Okay, so this is more of a custom look and feel and layout. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting with this type of website. Okay, so I mean, if I go here and I click somewhere, let's say if I go to team, okay, you see. So when I scroll over them, this little read bio pops out a little bit. That pops out. Just little things like that. Like this is more of a specific layout. So this is part of the business packages. Okay, now let me move to the next website. This is called ProServe. It is a general type website, but they've got now different languages, which is quite nice. So they've got English and Russian. So if I go to Russian, okay, it's a very nice function. Nice thing about this function is all the websites are basically separate websites. So we've got a separate Russian website to an English website. The reason why we do that is because we actually get translators to we get the actual content, so we don't have to use Google Translate because obviously that's never exact. And then now we've got this drop down where we can obviously only have two languages, but you can have more than two obviously. And then they're separate websites. And sorry, let me get back to that. The reason why we do that, it's separate websites for each language, is because now when it comes to SEO, we can SEO in that specific language and in that specific country, for example. Okay, obviously we English ourselves, so we would obviously need help from other people around us to help us with that. But I'm just trying to show you the functionality of changing the languages in your business website. Okay, then now we've got another one. This one's called Auric. Okay, and then this is something that we built about a year ago, and basically the reason why I want to show you this is they have different, you could say, departments obviously within the Auric business, but each department's got like a different brand and different identity. So if I click here, business growth, you'll see the logo's changed over here, and now we have a secondary menu. Okay, so it's kind of like that kind of feel has changed a bit, and they've got this business growth has got its own like sub menu, you could say, but it's based on the business growth. So let's go to business funding, for example. See, now you can see the logo's changed. It's got this purple vibe, and then let me just close the disclaimer, and then the home, the SME for specifically that. Okay. Okay, so just to bear in mind, if you want to look at these websites that we built, just go onto our website and click on portfolio, and you can take a look at those websites in more detail. Okay, so this is another business website. Okay, now we're going to go into a bit of e-commerce. So if I go into here, Triggercraft, the reason why I want to show you this is basically a big, you could say, hardware and gaming company that sell all that kind of stuff, and what we call this is like a mega store. Okay, so you can get, like, if I scroll down here, lots of different products and so on. So we call this a mega store. Okay, so if I scroll up the top here, full account. Obviously with the standard packages, our standard websites, we still have this, but this is more of a bigger type mega store. Okay. Bride and Co. This is basically a e-commerce based website. You probably know about them. The reason why I'm showing you this is they have all kinds of things like book a free appointment. So we have a whole booking system where you can actually book slots with a calendar and all that kind of stuff. book a virtual, so it's a book a virtual appointment. Is now you take a look at these different tools. Also, it's got to add to carts. Sorry, they took off the add to cart, but you can still have an account. You can still have a wish list, and then they have all their different products and so on. Okay, big website. Take a look at it. But it's basically it's the reason why I bought this up is more of a business website is because we had to do a lot of customization with the website to look and feel like they wanted it. Okay. Okay, so my last website I want to show you is called DAX Systems. Let me just refresh this. I think it's a bit in responsive mode there. Okay, so this is DAX Systems, an IT company. So what we've done here is we've got a nice scrolly pointer on the side here, so you can go through each one here, and it's just quite nice because it jumps through each one. It's just quite a nice call to action. This is quite specific that they wanted, so we had to we took a template and we customized this a bit as well. And the main thing of this one I'll show you is if you go to the menu, we've got a nice big mega menu, but not just the normal mega menu that comes from top. We call it a tab menu. So because they're going to be, obviously it's a new website we've just put up, but because they're going to have so many items. So if I go, all these, this thing's going to grow, this menu. Okay. Over here, I've got all the different drop down menus that go to the side. And over here, I've got straight to case studies, news, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Bigger websites, more of a medium, almost corporate type website, and business. And if I go here, just for example, if I click here, that's the main category, and within that we've got all the subcategories of that. So it's quite nice. Also, it's fully responsive as well. All of our websites are obviously fully responsive. And what we do is, this was why I'm showing you this as well. Besides the menu, we had to almost customly put this a mobile menu together and so on. Okay, so this was more of a specific build as well. Okay. I hope this helps with your decision between a standard type for small to medium businesses and a business website. Just that said, building a quote here under just the normal build a quotation, most of our websites are actually built in that. These are obviously specific ones that I just wanted to show you for more of the business stuff. But if you go to our portfolio, let me give you an idea of a standard based website. Okay, so let's see which one's a decent one. Yeah, so this is a one pager. I can just give you an idea about that. Let's see. We can take a look at that one. Just to give you an idea of a standard build. So then you can see. Okay, so this is Turney's website. It still looks decent. Still got a nice sticky menu. It's still got these nice features. So I think the bottom line is this is more affordable, but it doesn't have all those different connections, like connecting to your CRM, nice mega menus, more of a custom vibe, all that kind of stuff. But it's still amazing. So let me go here. This was a bit of a business website because they were quite specific on certain things. But yeah, they were paid standard rates. Okay. Over here, this is a one pager. So if I click here, it just rolls to the next thing. So this is quite an affordable, nice website if you're looking for something like that. Okay, but anyway, so this video is actually more about the business websites, and that's it. So thank you very much for watching. And if you have any more questions about our business websites and all the different integrations that we can do with it, and all that kind of stuff, how you want to connect it to your CRM, your ERP system, or you want an e-commerce that connects to your accounting system, or invoicing, all kinds of different things, just give us a call and we can go through it. Thanks very much for watching.